Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Welcome to the channel. It's always a pleasure being your host here at VectorVest. Tonight, we're going to talk about Oracle, right? Putting AI bubble fears back into the market. So it's going to make trading a little bit trickier, right? I know we got some QE and some positive news from the Fed yesterday. So right now we've got a double-edged sword. So if you're looking for some of the best stocks in the market with overall value, safety, and timing, this is going to be a list of stocks that we cover in tonight's presentation. And some of these stocks you're definitely going to want to put on your radar, but more importantly than the individual stocks, if we just take a look at the 5 stocks that came to the top of the list, that will tell us a lot about the market situation we're currently in. So if this is something that you're interested in, stick around and let's get started. Now that we're in the VectorVest software, currently we're looking at the stock viewer under the viewers tab. This is where you can see all of the stocks in our database. Right now, we're tracking 9,847. We're just looking at the top 5. So it's a massive spreadsheet, and you can organize a spreadsheet any way you want. The reason why these stocks came to the top of the list is overall value, safety, and timing. This is our master proprietary indicator combining RV, long-term price appreciation, RS, relative safety, simply an indicator of risk, and RT, this is our technical indicator, looking at the short-term price trend and seeing if the bulls or the bears are in favor. These indicators, 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. The further you get away from 1 speaks to the magnitude of that favor. Now, the first thing I want to look at is the industries, right? We've got a semiconductor company here at the top of the list, along with 4 gold and silver mining stocks. That company at the top of the list being Micron. The reason why I like Micron, I've been talking about it on the channel a lot, is the valuation here. Now, this is a ratio value divided by price. This is not a price target, but just currently what VectorVest feels the stock is intrinsically worth. All of these stocks currently undervalued. And no surprise, Micron under a little bit of pressure today, right? Because of the Oracle situation, and Broadcom reports earnings after the bell. Broadcom, Oracle, both overvalued in the VectorVest software. I like aiming for undervalued semiconductors. I'll put a video out. I'm going to give you a heads up. Some of the semiconductors on that video are going to be TSM, NVIDIA, and Micron going into 2026. Other than that, it's all gold and silver, right? You can see a lot of fear coming back into the market, quantitative easing, lower interest rates. Of course, gold's got a lot of ammunition to go further. And these stocks showing that momentum here. All of these stocks fundamentally sound. RT relative timing is telling us that they're currently in uptrend. They all have buy ratings. And looking at the forecasted data, sales growth rate, forecasted earnings growth rate, double digits across the board. So you can see why I'm excited about these stocks. Now, if you're obviously overloaded on gold stocks, maybe reevaluate your current gold positions. So that way you can take advantage of some of the best gold stocks out there without being overweighted in gold. If you're an investor trying to find yourself on the right side of the market in 2026, well, there's no better time than take advantage of VectorVest holiday sale. 30 days access, just 99 cents. Just go to vectorvest.com/YT and act fast as this offer ends December 29th. So now that we've seen our proprietary indicators to just see how great these stocks are, let's jump in the charts and see if there's any opportunities with these positions. First up this evening will be Micron, and the graph layout I have. It's going to focus on our valuation being the green line. You can see price action chasing value, the stock undervalued across the top. We have our buy recommendation currently in place. The blue line just below the candlesticks represents our stop price. This is when the sell rating would be given. You can see that stop price doing a great job keeping our subscribers in the trade, making money. As far as down below, we have RT relative timing. Again, this is our proprietary indicator, an oscillation. Above 1 is favored over the last 6 months, showing optimism to the upside. In addition, look at the rising earnings forecast here. Our 12-month leading forecast, nice steady stair-step fashion, lower left, upper right. Now, as far as from a technical perspective, if I change this to a 5-year chart, you can see a little bit of a cup here, right? See the cup? If I use a freehand line, connect the bottom of the cup to about the top of the cup here, right? A little bit of symmetry. And if I use this on top, you can see the cup has come to fruition, hitting that target currently. So if we get a little bit of pullback, especially with the AI fears, and if Broadcom doesn't deliver this evening, wouldn't be surprised of a little bit of pullback here, just with this chart pattern coming to fruition, and that will give a chance for the technicals to take a little bit of a breather there. So let's zoom in back to a 1 year. Let's go to the next stock here. Here we've got Hecla Mining, again, undervalued, chasing price. It did have a level of resistance here, got the breakout, nice retest, follow through the following day, and look at this, off to the races, trading at session highs. And value ticking up once again over the last 2 trading sessions. Again, gold, I love it. I've said it before on the channel. I trust a dip in gold and silver much more than I trust in most tech stocks now. Rising earnings per share, RT clearly in favor of the bulls, above our stop price, keeping investors in the trade. As I scroll down through the rest of these stocks here, K92 Mining, look at this nice steady eddy, lower left, upper right, again, with rising earnings per share here. A little bit of a breakout. If I use a horizontal line, see there was some resistance here at this prior swing high, however, getting a little bit of breakout. Now, if I zoom into a 3-month time span, from this breakout here, if we do get a little bit of a pullback, I look for maybe a retest or a pivot off this level around $5.20. Next stock this evening, going to focus on silver. We got the Pan American Silver Corp, PAAS, look of value. And I saw silver hitting a new high. As well, the Federal Reserve giving ammunition for precious metals to run even further. And a majority of the gold and mining stocks are still undervalued. So I do see some potential with that when it comes to trading and investing. The next stock here, Anglo Gold Ashanti, not at a prior swing high. If you're looking for confirmation here, let's take out that prior swing high. But from an investment perspective, again, values on the rise, earnings per share on the rise. The stock is undervalued. So you can see exactly why I wanted to put these stocks on your radar. And again, if you're going to jump into semiconductors and AI stocks, me personally, I would take in consideration both value and our proprietary indicator, RV, or relative value. Now, I hope everyone enjoyed tonight's presentation. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new and stuck around, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Good night.
Yeah.